Give me a minute. Oh, this don't fit. So, hey, happy Festivus.
Woo!
Everybody celebrate?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, somebody broke a phone.
Oh no.
MJ. I have MJ. I have a little charade for you. I have my apron on because I was cooking all day. I'm Italian. We're having Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I must have cooked 40 pounds of fish today. Tomorrow I got to cook some more, so that's why I have my apron on. But I wanted to share with you, this is a special apron. MJ. What is it? No, it's white, first of all. But I'm a shower. I know I am a grower. But MJ, come on, look. Cockeyed. Anyway, Pixie and I have been married 40 years. She has 50% of a conversation in her head before she brings me into it. And at that precise point, I'm accused of never paying attention. You know, maturing in marriage is accepting the fact that your wife can't remember where she left her glasses, usually on top of her head, but you can remember something I said 39 years ago on a Monday night. The three most dangerous words in any marriage, I was thinking. The last time she was thinking, it cost me 50 grand to put an addition onto the house. She accuses me of forgetting a lot of things. I gotta get on the stool. That didn't work. She accuses me of forgetting a lot of things. And I must admit, I forget things that aren't important to me. I think I have Italian Alzheimer's. I basically forget everything except the grudges. You know, being Italian, we talk with our hands a lot. Pixie especially. She looks like she's landing planes on an aircraft carrier. But she broke her wrist last summer and she developed a speech impediment. She couldn't speak. We typically, after 40 years of marriage, we typically finish each other's sentences. I'll start talking and she'll finish it with, "You dumbass." You know, as a little Italian kid growing up, my lunchbox included things that the other kids' lunchboxes didn't include. I had linen napkins, I had real silverware, I had a little wine glass that my Nona gave me, and I had 6 meatball sandwiches that I used to sell to the Jewish kids. You know you're Italian when you use the rubber band from the Broccoli Rob as your wallet. I needed a new wallet, so I went to see my grandfather. He reached in the drawer, threw 20 rubber bands on the table, and he said, "Pick it the color you like." You know, I've been around Italian women my whole life, 6 generations of Italian women from my great-grandmother down to my great-great-nieces, and I can tell you they talk incessantly. They're always going. And I think they breathe through their ears, which blows out of the water that whole argument of, "I'm not sucking that because I can't breathe." MJ! MJ!
No, you asked it again.
All right, I got a minute. You know, I thought this whole aging thing would take a lot longer. I would much rather deal with acne than arthritis. I went to the doctor because my hands were stiff, my knees were stiff, and he examined me and he says, "You have arthritis from head to toe." I said, "Well, that doesn't sound very encouraging." He says, "Well, you're gonna have to get used to it because it makes everything stiff." Not everything. You know you're old when your balls are longer than a CVS receipt. You know, I used to drink a fair bit to get buzzed, and now when I want to get that feeling, at this point in my life, all I have to do is stand up too fast. And drinking hits a little bit differently when you're my age. I get a 3-day hangover now from a blueberry smoothie. I walk into the bathroom now and I stand in front of the toilet, and it actually takes me longer to start peeing than it does to actually pee. And when I do, it's like the series of urinary dots and dashes. It's like Morse code. There are 4 rules to aging. 1, you never pass a bathroom up. 2, you never waste an erection. 3, you never get on the floor without a plan to get back up. And four, and most importantly, never, ever, ever trust a fart. So you guys can see I got some tattoos, and Pixie drops me off the tattoo place. I get a new tattoo. And I go home, sitting in the backyard by the pool, and she looks down, she goes, "Why do you have 3 lines tattooed above your name?" I said, "Well, you remember when the kids were little, we used to draw lines on the door jamb to chart the kids' growth." And she says, "Yeah, I remember that, but I don't get these 3 lines." I said, "Well, I'm trying to measure the impact of gravity on my balls." She says, "But why is there a dotted line?" I said, "Because once it hits the dotted line, I have to stop wearing shorts." All right, that's my time. Thank you guys. Have a very, very happy holiday.